Hello, guys. It is Lauren from SCB, and I'm joined today by JST. Jay, your fight's done. How are you feeling?
You know what? I'm all right. It's settled down now. A couple of weeks has gone by. Taking a loss is tough, especially the way I took it. Uh, I was sad for a bit, but I'm all right now. I'm just ready to go again.
Definitely. Was that your first fight?
It was indeed.
So, for your first fight to be headlining, that's that's quite a lot of weight to carry. So, fair play to you. Would you, looking back on it upon reflection,
Mm.
is there anything that you picked up from Beaman? Obviously, at the time, you would have been more focused on, oh, I've lost. But was there anything when you stepped back? Did you learn anything from it?
You know what? I think the whole event was a learning thing for me. My first ever fight. Let alone boxing. It's the first time I've ever had a proper fight. Apart from sparring, it's the first time I've ever had someone genuinely try to knock me spark out. It was such a good experience, and even just a press conference, because I've never been much of a talker. So to suddenly be on these big cameras, in front of thousands watching, it was a big experience. And I was just a whole event, just one massive experience, and you know what, it's once in a lifetime thing, and it was brilliant.
Yeah, well, hopefully you definitely get more opportunities off the back of that, especially at your age. So, what did you
Yeah.
think of the whole event? I don't know if you've watched it all back.
You know what? I've watched it back at least every day since the fight. There's not been a day I've gone without watching my fight back. I must have watched the knockout at least 100 times. It's but you know what? The event was crazy. The first one was all done on just one camera on a tripod. A webcam on the computer. And that's what I was expecting really. So when I rocked up midday on the Saturday just to test the ring out, and I go in and I see all these spotlights, all the cameras up on the balcony, and the production was crazy.
For sure, it definitely was. So, obviously, this fight's done. Are you looking to get back in the ring anytime soon?
The plan is actually SCB 003. Yeah,
So
it's
you're going straight back in.
yeah, so it's looking to be early October. I'm gonna be going down to cruiserweight. So I've got a couple months now just to drop that last bit of weight, start putting on a bit of muscle, really just building the foundation. So once the fight's all announced, I've got a solid camp, I've got the foundation, ready to get into shape.
Perfect. Well, you touched on your weight there. I had a look through your socials, and your weight loss journey has been
Yeah,
incredible.
yeah,
So,
four
obviously,
stone.
was a lot of that 4 stone. When you deep that,
Yeah,
that is mental. Was a lot
yeah.
of that during your camp?
So when I started my camp, I was 17 stone, 8 pounds, something like that. So during the camp, I lost 2 stone. When I started boxing in October, I was just gradually losing weight. Uh, so I always thought I was a heavyweight just because I've always been quite heavy. And I just thought it must be because I'm a heavyweight. But when I started camp and that weight was shredding off me, I knew really I was a cruiserweight, possibly light heavyweight.
It's massive. Well, congrats in all of that, by the way, because
Thank
it
you.
takes certain minerals to be able to do something
Yeah.
like that. I know that for a fact. So, obviously, in an ideal world, are you looking to get on to Misfits, maybe Kingpin cards in the future? Have you got a dream opponent? You've looked at something and you thought, I could have him in the future.
You know what? I think Misfits and Kingpin's always the dream for everyone. But
Mhm.
right now, I'm very happy with SCB. It's kind of my second home. I'm enjoying talking to everyone behind the scenes, and I think people are going to see me on SCB quite a lot now.
I love that. Would you jump in the commentary roles, maybe?
We'll
If
have
you're
to
not
see.
fighting, get
I
amongst
mean,
it.
I'll be fuming if I wasn't fighting, but if I wasn't fighting, yeah, sure, I'll waffle on a bit during an event.
Love that. So, obviously, a big part of this kind of small creator scene is the kind of content you're going to be making. What can
Yeah.
we expect to see from you in the future?
So it'll be a lot about boxing. That's my passion. That's my hobby. So at the moment, I'm all set up in a bit of a studio now. I've currently got a bunch of accessories to put up. Behind me now, I've got a big camera, everything. So content will be starting very soon. I'm going to be breaking down my fight. Will be my first one. I think a lot of people want to see my reaction and thoughts to the knockout. So that'll all be coming very soon.
Perfect. Well, I noticed you mentioned 003 there. Is there anybody you want to call out, or have you got an opponent in mind? Has there already been stuff discussed?
It's funny enough, we're speaking about it yesterday. So at the moment, nothing's penciled in. But I said to Rich, the promoter, I said I'm up to fighting whoever people want. I'm here to entertain. So I want to fight Anton Bow. I'd love that fight to be in Birmingham. Both of us being Brummies.
Hey,
But I'm hearing Tommy Pinkerton as well. So whoever the fans want me to fight, I'm down to fight anyone.
that's great, Jay. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Welcome. I've
Thank
enjoyed
you
it.
for jumping on. Good luck with everything. Hopefully, I'll see you at an event soon.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Amazing.